Hello, my name is Douglas Bloch. Welcome to the Depression Recovery Channel, where each week we talk about practical tools and coping strategies for healing from depression and anxiety. Today is Flashback Friday, a feature in which I republish one of my earlier videos you might not have seen that contains really important coping strategies that will help you attain a better mood. Now here's today's video. But before we go on to our video called It's Time to Release the Stigma of Depression, I have to tell our joke to get the endorphins up. What do you call a parade of rabbits hopping backwards? A receding hairline. Yes, I thought that was very clever myself. Well, it's been many, many years since I've been on this journey, and I remember in 2001, as I was researching my book, Healing from Depression, I read an alarming statistic that half of all people who are depressed and need treatment, only half of those actually seek it out. Well, not much has changed in 2 decades. I read the same statistic recently, and I said, how could this be? After all, people are more comfortable taking antidepressants, and there's a whole host of new therapies, such as ketamine, TMS, and now psilocybin therapy that have mushroomed. Anyway, I hope you caught it after mushroomed. All right. The main reason I think that many people don't seek help for depression is what I call the S word, stigma. I'd like to read the definition to you. According to the dictionary, stigma is a mark of disgrace associated with a particular circumstance or quality. Other similar words are shame, dishonor, stain, and taint. In 1999, Tipper Gore, who was the wife of the then Vice President Al Gore, said, "Mental illness is the last great stigma of the 20th century. The problem is it's been carried over into the 21st century, despite the fact that celebrities, many celebrities, Michael Phelps, Lady Gaga, Dwayne Johnson, and who else? Bruce Springsteen. They've all come out and shared their stories about their depression, their struggles. Despite this, the stigma continues." Here's a story that perfectly illustrates the stigma surrounding depression. Many years ago, when I was running support groups, a woman joined the group. She was a nurse working in a hospital. She joined because she was struggling with depression and suicidal thoughts. Quite normal for people coming to the group. One day, however, she came in with a big grin on her face. She looked really cheerful. I said, "Karen, what happened? Why? It seems like your mood is really elevated." She said, "Yes," she said, "you know what happened? I have cancer." I looked down. What? I thought, what is this about? I mean, how could you be happy that you have cancer? "Oh," she said, "you see, when I told the hospital coworkers that I had cancer, they showered me with balloons and gift cards and all sorts of love and support. I finally have a health problem that I can talk about. I was afraid all these years of talking about depression, suicidal thoughts because I thought I would be judged, rejected, or even worse, fired." So why would Karen feel more comfortable talking about cancer with her coworkers than depression? The problem is stigma. You see that mental illnesses are not accorded the same validity as physical illnesses. For example, you see someone in a wheelchair, right, or on crutches. You can see they have a disability. You can see there's something physically going on. But if you meet someone who's depressed, has bipolar disorder, OCD, there's nothing on the outside that makes you realize they have a disability because the cause of the disorder is in the brain and is invisible. But here's the irony. Just last year in 2020, the World Health Organization wrote, "Depression is a leading cause of disability worldwide and is a major contributor to the overall global burden of disease, just as much as cancer or heart disease." Yet when a depressed person doesn't function at the same level as a non-depressed person, he or she is judged as lazy, unmotivated, or having a defect in character. For example, during one of my many depressive episodes, my mother would say to me, "Douglas, why can't you get a regular job just like your brother?" I tried to explain to her that, well, because of my sleep problems, I really couldn't function at 9 a.m. in the morning. And because of my agoraphobia, being in strange environments outside of my home was overwhelming. My nervous system and my temperament were working against me. It's not that I wasn't trying to succeed or get to work. In fact, I was trying very hard. Battling depression for the last 5 decades is the hardest thing I've ever done. Harder than writing 8 books, harder than doing well in school, even harder than riding something called Reach the Beach 104 miles from Portland, Oregon to the coast in one day. So, if your mental health disorder is preventing you from achieving the same level of success as other people, please don't judge yourself. You have nothing to be ashamed of. Tell yourself, I'm a normal person battling an abnormal condition. And that takes strength and courage. I'd like to close with these words by Christopher Reeve, the actor who attained fame by playing Superman in the movies. And this is what he said. When the first Superman movie came out, I was frequently asked, what is a hero? My answer was that a hero is someone who commits a courageous action without considering the consequences. A soldier who crawls out of a foxhole to drag an injured body to safety. Now my answer is completely different. I think of a hero as an ordinary individual who finds the strength to persevere and endure in spite of overwhelming obstacles. In this sense, every one of us who has struggled with a crippling depression, anxiety, or any other mental health disorder is a hero, and there is certainly no shame in that. This has been Douglas Bloch. I hope you found the information on this Flashback Friday video helpful. If so, please give it a like, as likes draw more and more people to this channel and hopefully some more subscribers. You can also leave your comments in the comments section or email me douglasbloch@gmail.com. If you do want to subscribe to this channel, click on my photo in the closing credits. You'll be taken to my subscribe page. And if you click on the bell to the right, you'll be notified every time I do a new video or live chat. And if you want to contribute to this channel and become a patron, simply click on the Patreon image. You'll be taken to my crowdfunding site. And until next video, I wish you the best in your mental health recovery. Thank you so much.